dolls. So I just finished filming a review for you guys, a foundation review, and this is on the Revlon Color Stay 24-Hour Foundation. So this is how the foundation looks. I just finished filming that, so if you're interested in seeing that video, then it was probably posted before this one. So I will go ahead and link it down below, link it somewhere in this video, and probably at the end of this video, whatever, it'll be posted. But for this video, I'm going to be doing a video on how to wear a really bold lip. One of my subscribers actually requested this, so I'm going to go ahead and film me doing my makeup as if I was wearing a bold lip. So I'm actually just going to pin my hair back and start. So I'm going to go ahead and put some concealer. I'm going to be using Hard Candy Glamouflage Concealer, and this is in the color Ultra Light, I believe. Yep, Ultra Light. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a bunch on my under eye, just because I really want to highlight that area. Taking my Beauty Blender dupe, I'm going to go ahead and just blend that out. So as always, I'm going to be using my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I love this powder so much, so of course I'm going to be using that. And I'm taking my large Sigma fluffy brush and I'm just applying that all over my face. So I know I told you guys that I got the NYX Matte Bronzer. I wanted to give a little quick update on how I've been liking it. And I used to use this Wet n Wild one, and then I started using this NYX one. I actually like the Wet n Wild one so much better, and it's so much cheaper. When you first look at the two colors and the comparison of them, you feel like the NYX one is so much nicer of a color for a contour and a bronzer. Like, this one looks like it's so much nicer because this one has a little bit of a red tint to it. But when you actually apply it, this one is so much nicer than this one. I just like the color better of the Wet n Wild one, so I'm actually steering away from this one. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild one for today. I haven't used it in a while, and I'm happy to get back to it because I actually really just do love it. So I'm just going to go ahead and contour my face with one straight line, and then I will go ahead and blend it all out like usual. So for a bold lip, it's really up to you how much contour you want to do. Personally, I still go ahead with my contour routine just because I don't mind dramatic looks, but if you feel like the bold lip is enough, I suggest doing a really light contour and highlight just so that your lip can be the focus. Personally, for me, I'm comfortable with doing it a little bit more dramatic. So I'm just lightly going to highlight my under eye and my T-zone with this Wet n Wild Reserve My Cabana highlight, and I'm just going to use a stippling brush to do that. This is a really subtle highlight, so you're not going to get anything too much for your really bold lip. So now we're on to our eyes, which is really the part that people have trouble with when trying to rock a really bold lip. So I'm going to show you guys a really neutral look. I've done a video on it before, but I'm going to sort of go in a little bit more detail about it and how to pair it with a bold lip. So first, you always want to prime your eyes. I'm going to be using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot as always. I'm obsessed with this. Use it every day. Cannot use anything else. So just put that all over your eye to get a really smooth base. So now that you have a really even, smooth base on your lids for your shadow, you're going to want to go ahead and get any light matte neutral shade and any light matte brown shade. I'm going to be using Urban Decay's Naked 2 palette, but you definitely don't have to. You can just go ahead and get similar colors from whatever brand. So I'm going to be working with Foxy and Booty Call first, and I'm just going to be mixing them together and putting that all over my lid. Taking Foxy and Booty Call, I'm just going to go ahead and put that all over my lid. It's just going to give us a really neutral base. You want this look to be super neutral because your lips are going to be the star of the show. Okay, so once your lids are sort of neutralized with that Foxy and Moxie and Booty Call shade, you can go ahead and take the shade Tease right here and just put that into your crease. Now this shade, you want to sort of work really light with it just because you are wearing a bold lip and you don't want to wear a dramatic eye. Now you can wear a dramatic eye. I'm comfortable with that personally for like night looks, wearing a dramatic eye and a bold lip. But for people who kind of feel comfortable only wearing the bold lip, I suggest going really light on the crease with the Tease color, just because you want it to be really neutral and you want to look like you have something going on up there, but you don't want it to sort of look like you have too much going on from here and here. So yeah, just make sure you work just a little bit into the crease and that should be enough. To do this, I'm going to use my Taper Blending E40 Sigma brush. I want a really big fluffy brush just like this because I want something that's going to sort of just give it a diffused but still a little bit of a defined look. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a little bit of Tease and put that onto the crease. So I'm actually going to switch brushes and take my Sigma Taper Blending E35 brush just because this is going to give a little bit more of a defined crease, not too much. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that Tease and define that crease a little bit more than the other brush did. My contour is coming off really strong on camera, but I promise it is not like that in person, so I'm just going to try to diffuse that a little bit. Okay, better. So basically your eye look is pretty much done in terms of shadows. You just want a neutral lid and a really matte neutral shade that's going to go into your crease and define it a little bit, but it's not going to be like too much going on. So that is just the shadow. Now you can go ahead and slap on some liner and mascara. Now for your liner, you kind of again want to determine how dramatic you really want your look to be. Personally for me, I don't mind wearing a winged liner with a bold lip, but some people might feel like the winged liner is too dramatic to go ahead with the bold lip. So you can go ahead and choose what you would like, but for me personally, I am going to add a little bit of a wing. So I told you guys that I was on the hunt for a new eyeliner, and I actually think I found the perfect one. I started using the L'Oreal, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's the one that looks like the voluminous mascara, and I really love it. It's a brush tip and it is so defined. Like you can really get a small wing with that, and you can actually build it up as well. So I've really been loving it, and the formula is amazing. It lasts all day. So I'm going to go ahead and do a winged liner with that. I'm really bad with filming it on camera, so I'm actually going to do this off camera, and I will be back in a second. So now that my winged eyeliner, my eyebrows, and my lashes are done, I am going to go ahead and start with the lips, the fun part. As for the eyeliner and brows and lashes, you can just go ahead with your normal routine of doing your brows and putting on some mascara or adding lashes, whichever you prefer. Just go ahead with your normal routine. But when you are wearing a really bold lip, you want to make sure that your lips are moisturized, just because I find that when you wear a bolder color, it can pick up any imperfections in your lips, like any dry chapped lips or anything of that such. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my Nivea Honey and Milk chapstick, just because I love that one. It really gets rid of any dry or chapped lip. So now you can go ahead and choose your really bold lipstick. I'm going to be working with MAC's Candy Yum Yum just because that's what my subscriber suggested, and so I'm going to go ahead and just apply it. There is your bold lip, girl. So I hope that this video helped show you guys how to rock your bold lip. Really just do a simple eye in terms of eyeshadow and go ahead with the rest of your routine. You can choose how dramatic you want your contour and your highlight to be, and just put on your bold lip and you're good to go. I mean, it's not too dramatic and it's not too soft at all. Like, it gives you a really nice dramatic look from here, but then you're evened out around here. And thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.